Hi there, it's Rob here from the gym team. I hope you're well. Welcome to this training session. I hope you're well and take the next 20 minutes for some time out for yourself. So switch the mobile phones off, switch off any interaction with the outside world. Allow yourself your mobile phone just in case you do need to contact someone in case of an emergency. Not that that's going to happen. We're doing a basic stretch class, okay? But we're going to be stretching those difficult to reach areas. So adductors, glutes, everything around the pelvis area. So stretching the unmentionables. Grab yourself a pint of water, take a sip. Cheers. Hydrate. Okay. Close the doors, let people know you take part in a training session and find your space. From here, just check around one way, check around the other, make sure you've got plenty of room. Okay, so from here, we're just going to simply calm the body down. By doing that, if you can, do this in bare feet. So if you're wearing trainers and socks, kick them off now. You're going to be on your mat for the next 20 minutes. Okay, so what I want you to try and do is bring your hands on your hips and get a fist gap between your feet. We want your second toes nice and parallel to each other. As you do this, web your feet wide and open on your mat. Okay. Work on your left foot. You're going to lift your heel up and stretch over the top. So you're creating that arch in your foot. Now, as you've gone into this forward position, I want you to feel your big toe to little toe is flat down to the floor. You'll feel this works even better. If you're wearing socks, take the socks off, because you'll get a greater range. Even if it's only like an extra centimetre the fabric prevents, you'll gain extra mobility. And I want you to feel as you've gone forward into this forward position, so we've anteriorly moved the knee and the ankle. So the big toe, little toe, knuckles are all engaged, flat and curved round onto the floor. Should feel a big, deep stretch all the way through the front of the shin. Now, as you've got to here, allow your pelvis to tilt forward, so you're arching through the back, and then you're going to allow some extension. So, arch the back, pelvis drive forward, and then try and extend the knee. You will feel a cocktail of things going on in that front of that foot. So, lift the chest, extend the shin, get forward. The knee track forward here. Good. Slowly come off that and push the toes back to flat with your heel off the floor, and then slowly arching the foot back down to the ground. We're going to do the same again on the same foot. So you're going to roll forward, arch over the foot, lift the chest up, extend and retract the shoulder blade, push through the front foot, extend the right knee, give it that extension. Feel the big toe, little toe down to the floor, hold through. If you feel you can, extend the arms above head, interlocking the fingers and pushing back. So you can take the flex up the elbows, and you should be able to lift your chin up slightly so your eyes are parallel to the floor, and then you're going to extend your arms up and back. Your arms should be able to get past your ears as you extend. Slow release. Should be cramping in this foot. Slowly lift the heel, place the ball of the foot down to the ground, and extend back down. Good. Now, if you felt like you had to step out of it and walk around and hop on that foot just to get blood flow back into it, then practice that before you go to bed. Now, as you walk around here, you should feel in your big toe, that it's now starting to move. Okay, so we've got the hallux, the big toe, moving better. Okay, we're going to do the same again. We're going to extend through the left foot. Okay, now as you come over, the knees track forward, the big toe to little toe, the knuckles are down to the ground. You've extended and you've curved the foot. You've got that arch. Again, drive your pelvis forward, lift your chest, lift your chin, eyes are parallel to the floor here. So chin parallel to the floor as well, if that helps. By the way, I think you know, since your head is crowned and centered to the ceiling. Now, feel what happens to this knee. Does it medially rotate? Does it laterally rotate? Does it stay in plane forward? Slowly take the pressure off the lead leg, extend back down, drive the heel down to the floor. Walk on that foot if you need to. If it's got cramped up, allow it to move if you need. Okay, so from here, left foot turn again. Okay, you want the feet to stay side by side. Then we're going to drive the pelvis forward like we did on the other side. Take note, when you extend the pelvis forward, what happens to your standing foot? Does it stay big toe to little toe into the ground? Or are you rocking on your standing foot? Is it turning laterally or maybe what's happening there? Okay, extend both arms and lift. Push forward on the pelvis for the extension through the hip flexor. Again, it might be getting really uncomfortable on the bridge of that foot as you're extending through. Allow the stretch to happen. Close the eyes, take a slow deep breath in. Slow deep breath out. Extend the arms further, lengthening elbows. And slowly releasing. Relaxing the foot, extending the foot back out, taking time for that movement of the foot, and releasing there. From here, we take our feet wide. Check that your feet stay nice and parallel to each other. For this, your big toes should be slightly turned inwards so that your second toes remain parallel. The pelvis tilts and tucks under and straight. And then we're going to step wider again. Now at this stage, if you can feel your adductors, that's probably going to be enough for you. Hinge by sticking your bottom back. Hitch, keep your chin up, looking straight ahead. Feel your big toe to little toe flat to the floor. I want you to drive your bottom back behind you. Keep your chest lifted, chin up. Feel what happens in the feet. Does the big toe to the little toe stay down with the heel engaged? Do you roll in or out? Bring the hands to the front of your thighs to help with knee extension. Push through and feel your hamstrings. Keep your chin lifted, look high. Retract through the shoulder blades now, so you're going to pull your elbows back towards each other, step back further and hinge lower. Allow yourself to curl through your spine, reaching down to the floor with your arms. If you can't touch the floor, don't worry, that's not what it's about. Work on your flexibility and hip mobility. From here, bring the hands to the front of the shins, lengthening out the back of the legs by pushing gently onto the front of the shin. Take notice as to what's happening on your feet. Are the toes rolling out? Are they staying flat? Have a look. Maybe like my right foot just did, my right foot turned out at an angle. I want you to turn straight and you will feel everything through the lateral side of your hamstrings, known as your bicep femoris. As you bring your hands on your thighs and stick your bottom back further, you'll feel that stretch increase more. If you can reach your fingertips to the floor, then do so. If you need to perhaps put a cushion down or a plate down or whatever, you can do that at another time and you'll be able to get a little bit more stretch. Now, wherever you are, you're going to hold. If you can get your fingertips to the floor, you're going to walk your fingers forward and your hands forward, but you're not allowing your pelvis to walk forward with you. In fact, the more you walk your hands in front of you and away, the more you're going to stick your bottom back and feel your hamstrings develop in flexibility. From here, you're going to take that nice deep breath in. Slow, deep breath out. Checking your feet positioning, widening through the width of your feet. Slow walk back. And if you're just hanging there, well done. Just hold that stretch. Bring the hands back to shins, extending the back of the knees. And this should be getting you everywhere through your lower back, all the way through your hamstrings. If you're feeling this tight in your glutes, go and see a good sports therapist who can really help you by extending it further. Ideally, you felt all of that through your hamstrings and lower back. Slowly extend through your pelvis by tilting through your pelvis, driving your tummy forward, lifting and centering your body as you reach up high. Check your feet position for me again. Throw your big toe, little toe down to the floor. Keeping the same gap between your hands, which are now going to turn to face into each other. You're going to tilt over to your left side, keeping your pelvis where it is. You should feel a nice stretch here, and it gets you tight, perhaps into that QL, or if you're tight in your rib cage, it's going to get your inter and external intercostal muscles working. You're going to slowly pull back up, and we're going to tilt to the side. Again, we're extending the arms, we're keeping the same gap between our hands. We haven't rocked down or lateral, we're coming back just through that nice coronal or frontal plane movement. We're going to tilt back up, and this time we're going to extend, leaning back, lifting your chin back, eyes up towards the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are. Slowly releasing, bring the arms down by your hips. Hinge again by sticking your bottom back, and you might be finding a cocktail of things going on in your back or your hamstrings. But hopefully this time you can go a bit deeper. Hopefully releasing the pressure off the lower back, specifically around the sacroiliac joint, and anything that really triggers through the gemellus that would possibly indicate you getting sciatica. Slowly reaching back through into standing, driving your pelvis forward. Feel your big toe to little toe down to the floor, pelvis driven forward and hold. Good work. From there, step in, and shake it out, hamstring curl. Roll your pelvis around. Use the phrase like a porridge bowl. You're stirring the porridge bowl around. Turn it around, back the opposite way. Good work. Grab a sip of water, hydrate, lick it around your lips. You will have got thirsty. From here, we're going to sit down onto the floor. And we're going to place the sole of our feet together. Now, to start off with, we're going to grab the end of our tiptoes and we're going to pull our heels all the way into our bottom. As you do this, I want you to center your body, lift your chest up nice and high, and let your knees flop out either side. You're going to grab your feet and really compress them together nicely. Lift your chest, let your elbows drop down, and again, I want your heels in as close to your groin as possible. Now, that doesn't matter if your knees are up by your ears because you're that tight, okay? My flexibility here is not as great as I would like it. Okay, but you're going to allow gravity to do its work. Now from here, close your eyes. And I just want you to flutter your knees up and down like a butterfly. It's called the butterfly squat or butterfly stretch for that specific reason. So you're fluttering the legs. And what we're doing here is closing the eyes, dropping the chin down on our chest now, and trying to activate our parasympathetic nervous system. And we're doing this to switch everything else off except for the muscles that are fluttering the legs. And I want you to just feed that message down to those muscles to allow the knees to drop lower to the side. And it's random, but if you physically tell your knees to drop lower and keep fluttering, you might find that they drop. Now, if that's giving you a bit more movement, that allows you to drag your heels into your inner thighs a little bit more, into that groin, then allow it to happen. Target here, I want you to keep pulling in your heels towards your groin. So we're getting really deep into that pectineus area. Really tight now into those deep adductor muscles. Again, take slow, controlled deep breaths in and out. From here, we're now going to take our elbows inside our thighs, and we're going to push the knees outwards. You're going to feel that nice, deep stretch all the way through your inner thigh. Take a slow, deep breath in, closing the eyes, and slow, deep breath out. You might be hanging on for dear life to your feet now, or you might find that your knees have dropped down to the floor. And again, take a slow, controlled, deep breath in for 4. Slow, controlled, deep breath out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, slow, deep breath in. Control that breath. Slow, deep breath out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And after a while, you'll start to feel maybe a little bit more of a release. Again, slow deep breath in through the nose for 4. Hold that breath. Slow deep breath out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming out of this, allowing the legs to extend. Shake out your legs. To do that, you're just going to turn them out and in. Good. Okay, we're now going to go back into that stretch. I want you to make a fist with each of your hands. You're going to measure 5 fists from the inside of your groin out to your heels. Okay? Now, bring your elbows inside your inner thighs. Lift your chest, breathe out, let it drop. Slowly release, shake it out and flutter the legs, keeping the sole of the feet together. Now, let the legs drop. Again, keeping that 5 fist gap out to the heels. Okay, I want you to place your fist underneath the lowest point of that outside knee and measure. How many fists does it take you to get to that knee? If it is 1 or more, you need to practice this every night. If you can get both knees flat to the floor, congratulations. Okay, so I want you to practice and practice this. It could be first thing in the morning when you wake up or last thing at night, but do it for a week. See what happens. Replay this class. Okay, so from here, walk your hands towards your feet. taking your elbows inside your shins. By the way, this class is so good. If you struggle with sciatica or lateral roll on your foot, really, really helps. In this position here, just give yourself a little shake. Take the forearms, apply a bit more pressure into your shins and get it into a place where it feels comfortable, i.e. the paddy part of your forearms is on the inside of the calf muscle, okay? If you're finding that's causing you to bruise on the bone, grab a pillow or something that's padded that can sit on the inside knee. Now, in that wide position, so you've pushed the knees out to the side, you've got a stretch going through the inner thigh muscles here. Now, from there, I want you to take a deep breath in, and I want you to slowly pull your knees up and towards each other. Again, the sole of your feet are flat together. And you're trying to pull your knees up. You're resisting with your forearms here. Hold it for 8 more now. 7 and 6. Go on a little bit stronger now. You should feel a little bit of a shake or a tremor through your body as you're pulling the knees up but resisting. Taking a big deep breath in. Close your eyes, sigh everything out and relax the muscles. And again, we do one last one of these. And again, slow pull up and then stronger and then feel that little shake. You might find your glutes engaged. All sorts of things going on here. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep going. Again, take a big deep breath in. Hold that breath. Big sigh out and relax. Go. Oh, big release out. Remeasure. Remeasure. Have you made progress? From there, slowly release out. Roll to the right side. Extend your right leg. Grabbing your top leg into quad flexion or knee flexion. So stretch out the front of that left thigh. Release and swap. So you can roll over to the side, or if you've got the strength in your glutes, you can lift and raise the top leg. And release, shake it out. Good work. From there, slowly take yourself through into standing. And here's the magic trick. As you come through into standing, take yourself back into your hamstring stretch. Feet fist gap apart, hinge, and just see how far you can reach. See if there's been an improvement. Feel the big toe, little toe down to it. And assess, where does it feel like you need to stretch now? Is it the hamstrings, the quads, the calves, the front of the shins? Is it the inner thighs, the adductors, the abductors on the outside? What needs your attention? Focus on it, and if you need my help, send me a DM, send me a message, and let's get you training. Well done. Thank you so much for joining us. A great stretch class. Again, apply it regularly. See if you do that 3 times a week. Again, if you found your potato cups going up as you're coming out to your lateral reversion, if you were 1 or more up in there, practice and practice. Get the adductors opening. In this day and age, we spend so long sitting that we don't actually get the extension through our pelvis or the lateral movement of our knee or our hip, because we keep everything in nice sagittal plane movement. So try and work through it, plan it, and work it. Again, if you struggle with back problems, hamstring problems, have a think about that adductor movement we just worked on and see if you can release it off. See you next time for the next one. Well done, well trained. Cheers. Good work, team.
Thank you, Rob.